And we're live. Hey everybody, it's Jeff from VW Bricks. Hopefully some other people will join. I decided to do some building tonight and do a live stream while I was doing it. So for the record, my computer screen is over here. So if I'm looking over here, it's because I'm looking at the screen because I can't put a big screen in the middle of the castle for some reason. Hey Mr. Blue Sky, I see you're on the chat. So hello. I'm also really far away from my keyboard, so I can't actually reach it. And hi, Axelplate, how are you doing? So I'll try and look over here occasionally as I'm building. So welcome. And yeah, I was just about to do something here, and I forgot what I was about to do. Oh, I wanted to change the branding to there, just the build session one that we normally have. Okay, comments. And how big is the castle now? The castle is still the same size. It's 7 feet by 7.5 feet. It may extend out to 8 by 8 once I get it mostly done. Like there's room on the edges that I can put base plates just for details like a path and stuff like that. But I haven't really done much progress in the past week. I've been waiting for supplies and brick. I got some orders in earlier this week. And I actually did a couple of videos on that, and I haven't actually dropped them on YouTube yet, just because of all of the stuff I've been doing. So yeah, the big thing right now is next weekend is my son's birthday, and I've got family coming to visit on Saturday afternoon. So right now my big job is getting the basement ready. Hey Rick, so you just popped in. So right now I have to get my basement ready. So the past few days we had a flood in the basement. I had a flood in the basement. So for the past few days I've been tiling, or I've been just Javexing, Cloroxing the Cloroxing the floor tiles and stuff like that, trying to get them through. But I have about 150 of them, I think. No, probably about 90 to 100 of them. So I'm doing it in blocks of about 30. So anyway, okay, looking at chat here. I don't know where Dave is. Hopefully he joins in. I mean, we don't normally do a stream on Sunday night, so he might be trying to get his kids to bed. It's still early as well. I think his kids usually go to bed around this time, so maybe he'll jump in later. Either of the Daves, who knows? Oh yeah, yeah, good point. All bricks count. Rick, I didn't get a chance to watch it. I did pop in for a few minutes here and there just to see who was on, and I saw you had a bunch of Australians on. It was like almost midnight, I think, when I dropped in at one point. And I saw you had a bunch of Aussies on, or people from that area of the world. And yeah, have you gotten any sleep? Because you've made it through 24 hours, and that's kind of crazy. So, welcome. You got 8 hours. Wow. I don't think I could stand 35 hours. I can do 24 maybe, and I'm not going to. You just said I could. But yeah, not that many hours. Just trying to see what I have to do next for this tower. I got 2x4. 1x4s. No, 1x2s. Okay. I had some here. Did I? No, I didn't. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff there, but I'll just use this one. So yeah, I'm building a tower right now. You can't necessarily see it 100%. Let me just try and move some cables around here. I just built, well, here, I'll rotate this camera. Well, maybe I'll rotate this camera. Today I built, over here, I built this castle wall. I got a sand green building right there that I built in, and the orange building behind it. And one of my tricks is behind this building is sand green, because I don't have enough brick. I don't think I have enough 1x2 brick to do the whole castle. So anytime I can, and behind the orange building is orange brick. So it's a marker for me to say, hey, this is what goes here. And it's also a note for that wire for a second there. It's also a note as well just to save what building goes there, and like I said, to save brick. So I'm getting there. I've got I've got 5 towers built. I'm working on tower 6, which is right here. Just do a quick scroll here. And this is a big bin of Duplo that I managed to obtain over the weekend, or over the past few days. My friend Jamie has a bunch of Duplo, and she bought a bunch. So that's but anyway, so let's just see here. So we're right here. This will be the tallest wall in the castle, because it goes up to the level of where the buildings are, and then the castle wall still has to go up. So it's going to be pretty high. The tall solid wall. I guess this wall over here will also be fairly tall. And after that, they get shorter just because they're spiraling up with the castle. At least that's the plan. I'm not sure how well that'll work, and we'll see. But yeah, it's a work in progress. It's getting there. And like I said, I got I washed 600 Duplo bricks today, or yesterday, I guess. Just trying to rotate the camera back here. I washed 600 Duplo bricks yesterday, so hopefully, well, I know that's enough. I still have another bin of probably 400 or 500 Duplo bricks, so that'll be enough. I'm going to basically core out the center area of the castle, all that brick, and use that brick to build up other things and put the Duplo in the middle. All right, let's see what's going on in chat here. Okay. Yes, I saw your McDonald's post, Rick, and I definitely was tempted to buy McDonald's. It's the contest is on right now too, so I don't think I ever will. But anyway, oh, Moto jumped in too. Oh yeah, to total 70 guests. You even had Mike Moto. Okay, twice for a total 2.5 hours with him, and he gave me last guest a special. Sorry, I was just reading that. Guys are talking about some German. I'm Dutch, so. Oh, hey, Dave. Probably for an hour or two. So jump in when you can, if you want. Rick, you also have an invite, and I don't know if you want to do another chat right now, though, because you're probably, I'm guessing you're pretty exhausted. Moving some Lego. I won't be actually typing in chat. My keyboard's like over here. You can just see it over there. It's just too far away for me to get to. So I'm just going to talk to reply. And this feels uneven. So yeah, tonight I'm basically building castle walls. I've been waiting, like I said, for an order to come in. I got an order that did come in. One of the two I've been waiting for, and this one is like 1,100 plus 1x1 plates. Which I need for the castle, which I need for these towers and the castle walls as well. So, all right. Oh, Dave's going to put his youngest to sleep. Yep, and then join in. That sounds good. Jeff, do you build 2 towers, then the wall, not tower, wall, tower? Jeff, I do tower, wall, tower. So I just built. I was saying. If you were watching a few moments ago, I just built the wall, the previous wall, and now building. I'll do this again. I just built this wall over here. I'm working on this tower now. This area over here, which is all blue, I'm going to do some modifying of that eventually. So right now it's just a blue body. And this area kind of over here where my, sorry, it's hard to turn the camera. Anyways, the area that's right here, which you can't really see, because I'm going on weird angles, is an area I'm going to build up. I'm going to do a rock face here, maybe have a waterfall or something. And I was working on some ideas for motion if I can. But yeah, that's in progress. So right now I'm doing this tower, and then I will do this wall, and then I will get to the tower that's right beside the tower I'm currently building. Whoops, I just turned a light on here. Let me just orient that cord back because it got all messed up. Cords everywhere. I've got this camera on a tripod, so this camera on a tripod. So, anyways, Oh no, I mean it's kind of confusing as well because there is a tower right here, and I'm building a tower. So this tower will be, well, this tower and the one on this one will be the two, well, I guess 3 tallest towers. The next 3 towers are going to be fairly tall. They might all be tall. I don't know what's going on. I have to figure it out. But yeah, I'm working on the top of the next tower, then the wall of the tower. So I don't know how far I get because building towers does take a lot of time. Nice thing is you can kind of just spin the tower and build as you go. So, and I also, you can't really see it, but I also have, just turn this camera a bit. I also have on this half screen over here, I have a picture of the tower construction because the only tower that I have accessible to me to see is across the layout. So I took a picture of it so that I could not have to travel all the way around because, you know, I'm lazy. And yeah, basically the gray I'm using is just covering what needs to be covered. For example, if I lift this tower off, you'll see it's all white behind it because I don't need gray brick behind that section because that's all covered by the picture of me. You know what, let's move me over here. That's all covered by this wall of brick. So I am not in my Lego room. This is my living room, dining room. Actually, I'm on my dining room table is, well, kind of just down. This half is my dining room table. I have another foldable table here. And right now, that's where I'm working. Like I was saying a few minutes ago, I do have to move this stuff back downstairs this week, and that will, I won't say it'll screw up my progress, but it'll slow me down a bit because this actually is a really good setup for my work desk here, and I can just roll over and work on my Lego when I'm done working. But unfortunately, well, I need the space for, you know, dinners and stuff. So anyway, yeah, so sleeve. I'm on the battle bridge here, and excuse the glowing. Oh well, there you go. I've got the nice glowing light behind me that what's his face is well known for. Star Trek director dude Abrams. I've got the can't think of the term, but you know what I mean, the lights behind my head. Anyways, that's just the reflection of a mirror, so unfortunately it's going to be there. Just looking over at the picture to see what's next. Okay, so it looks like I'm doing 1x1s, 2x8s. Do I have any 2x8s? Yes, I do. They're all over here. So I'm also ripping apart a previous tower that I had built to get the parts that I need. In this case, 2x8s. There, I think I got the most. I dropped one. So that's another thing I'm finding is 2x6, 2x8 plates, 4x6 plates, all in grays. I'm running out of those, and I have to pick up some of those soon. So, but I'm trying to go as far as I can. I mean, this tower, I'm in the back. I'm using the blues and stuff as well, so that because I don't need to use gray. So I'm only using gray when I have to, basically. And somehow I'm short on 1x8 or 2x8. Where's that one? Well, that's not good. I'm going to be short a 2x8 plate. It's funny because I had enough, so I should. All right, you know what? Taking a 2x8 plate from this meter stick ruler that I got. Anyways, so yeah. So what's everybody doing tonight other than me? Are you guys watching stuff, or you? Well, other than watching YouTube, are you building? What's happening in your lives? One by ones. After this, I do 2x3s again, or 1x3s again. I think I calculated that I needed, per wall segment, I need like 10 1x1 plates. So per tower, that's 80. So that's why I ended up getting like 1,700 of them. Watch me play a game. Oh, playing a game, gotcha. With actual plate, Mr. Blue is watching us, and Jeff is setting up a diorama idea. Cool. Might come shoot the crap with me. All right. Well, feel free to jump in when you can. I mean, I'm just building, and I've been building most of the afternoon, and I just thought, hey, might as well do a stream, see if anybody wants to chat while we build. I just dropped a 1x1 plate on the floor. Probably the next job is, after moving the castle, is picking up all the treasures on the floor. Okay, 2x3. So I've also, my dinner table, I have enough chairs, but I ended up buying a bench years ago from IKEA in order to in order to have extra seating and stuff. So right beside my table here, I've got the bench sticking out, and I've got bins on that. I've got bins on the floor littered all around me. You can see a few back here that I'm using as well. So lots of bins, but it makes it easy to reach over and grab pieces. And after building castles for so many years, I definitely have a lot of basic brick for gray. But I'm always going to run out. I know I am. I'm distracted. Yeah, it makes sense. I get it. There's been a lot of times where I was not in a Lego mode. Just showing German TV with Lego. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's lots of us. Jeff, watch what you're just talking about, buddy. Hey, cheap ass bricks. Welcome. Ballin' and Ballin' says hello. Cool. So, anyway. I need some 1x6 plate bricks now. So I'm making these towers as strong as I possibly can. Because they're going to have to travel, 18 hours. How many miles is that? I gotta look that up. Give me a second here. Yeah, and I get you're just remembering the past. It was just wasn't sure where you were going with that necessarily. I just opened up a window here, so I can't see the chat right now. Where is Google Travel? For Brickfair, Alabama. Where's my note? Here it is. So I'm driving to Brickfair, Alabama. It's going to take 1,734 kilometers. Hey Google, what's 1,734 kilometers to miles? Sorry for anybody who just...
1,734 kilometers is 1,077.458 miles.
1,077 miles, which makes it so much less. And sorry for anybody's Google who just, had to tell them that. So yeah, 1,000 miles, plus or minus. With Lego in the car, I'm worried it's all going to crumble. Oh wow, so you're right down in the bottom corner there. I went to Holland when I was like 15 with my family. It was the only time. Well, second time I've been. I was 3, I think, the first time, so I didn't remember that. But we had... Hey, dude, Jude. Welcome in. We were in Holland, and we took a trip down to the southern pole. I think they call it the southern polder. And it was kind of cool to see all the dike works and stuff that they had built up on there, and all the water flow control stuff. But I forgot what that area is actually called. But it was a very nice area. Anyways, let's see what else. Yeah, I know it's a joke, Jeff. I was just, I don't know. I just heard to say Germany and you know, yeah. Anyway, we'll just ignore that. Well, this is true. I am going to drive 500 miles, and then I'm going to have to drive 500 more. So that is now the theme song for that trip. I'll have to listen to it at least once. Although the song is 10,000 miles, isn't it? So that wouldn't work. Anyway, I'll have to get a different version. Anyways, yes, Dude Jude is in. Yeah, Zealand. That's the one. I couldn't remember what it was called. Yeah, 1 mile is I think 1.54 or something like that kilometers. No, 1.6 kilometers if I'm right. Something like that. I couldn't reach my keyboard to just type it into Google, and you know, it's Sunday. I'm not doing math. Anyway, hold on, grabbing some parts. As I said, taking apart one castle to build another. Oh, wait a minute. There's something wrong here. I need a 1x6 plate on top. 2x. Oh, where's my 1x6s? On the table. Digging. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One on the floor. There you go. There's some excitement for you. Oh yeah, 1x6 is on top. Although, you know what? I'm changing that story. I'm using 3x3 or 1x3s because I have more of those. And yes, 1x3s on top of 1x3 tape plates on top of 1x3 bricks. I know, not overlapping my bricks, but the next layer to get overlapped. Anyway, hey, Flickin' Bricks. Hello, welcome. Thanks for coming over. I'm assuming you are also sent over from. I'm trying to think who sent you over here. Ah, my mouse is broken. Hold on. Holland and Ballin. Anyway, cool. Anyway, I'm building castles. A few people are going to join in once they get the kids to bed because usually we start streaming at about 9 o'clock if we're doing things like this, but it's a Sunday and I want to stream earlier. So, and I want to get to bed early tonight because tomorrow morning I'm going to go pick up a new vehicle. The lease on my current one is up, so I'm going to get a new one tomorrow, which is awesome. Anyway, okay, that's that. I need hinges. Hinge plates. This is basically my bin of tower pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that was Duplo. That's Duplo on the floor that's in my way. Anyway. So. Cool. Yeah. Oh, and I hit my 100 subscribers finally over the weekend, or on YouTube. I've been waiting to get to 100 subscribers, so I can do that whole custom URL thing, which isn't available right now, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how long I have to wait for that, but hopefully when it kicks in, I can change my URL to be customized. Anyway. That's my only goal on YouTube. Let's just have my own URL. After that, I don't really care. As for how many views and watches I get and things like that. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. And I was saying earlier I didn't like using gray outside of, like I only like using gray on the outside of stuff. I have lots of gray hinges, so you know what? Let's move this guy out of the way. Move this out of the way. Let's put more on screen. I have lots of gray hinges, so I decided just to use those on the inside. Again, from previous castles. My last castle was a larger circle, and it had each wall segment had a hinge in it, just to join everything else. 100 onto 1,000. No, I mean, sure, 1,000 is cool, but I'm not expecting that. I don't do enough on YouTube to warrant that many people. And I mean, our good buddy Dave Cowdice, he's been on since YouTube began, and he's got what, 300. So, you know, I'm not. I have no thoughts of getting that high. I'd have to be famous before I got that high, probably. All right. Thank you, Mr. Blue. Congratulations on the 100 subs. It's funny because it's been 98.99, 98.99 over the past month and a half, just jumping up and down. And you know, it's you say you're not interested in it, but then once it gets that close and you're watching, it's like, oh, any day now it's going to happen, and then you lose a subscriber or you gain one. It's like, oh, really? Okay, 4 of these. I need some 2x4s. Those. Oh, pieces all over the place. Need some more 2x4s. I've only got 2 of them. I need 4 more, 6 more. Where's the right bin? Oh no. 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 Aha. I think I got enough there. Okay. Next, I'm working on this interior area. Yeah, it is a slippery slope. Definitely up and down. It's kind of funny how it happens, though. And I mean, you know, you don't really. What can I say? I needed more of those. You don't. I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily care, but then it's like, oh, it's getting close, and then you get interested in it. Huh. And you know what I just realized? I'm like grabbing gray 2x4 plates to put into the inside when I could be doing another color. Let's just see if I have any other color. I have no yellow. I don't have anything right now. All right, so gray it is. But it's also interesting that it looks like I need to go a little higher here. Okay. So right now I'm building I'm getting the floor piece in. So I figured out the formula to have the floor in here, and that's I'll show you what the floor is, but it took a little while to figure this out, but once it came to me, it was like, oh, this is awesome. So I just do a little tile-y type structure on the walls. Yep, I am still in the living room, David. I'm planning to move down. I have to. Well, I'm being forced to move down, I would say, just because I have family coming over next weekend for my son's birthday. And I kind of want to have dinner at a table, which is currently containing a castle. And I just want to get it downstairs so it's easier to work around. To get to the back half of it right now, which still needs some work. Oh, my phone just finished charging. To get to the back half of the castle, which I still need to work on, right now is impossible just because I have, well, I can't get to it. There's a fireplace in the way. Anyway, one more tile. This away for now. All right, so yeah, I figured out that this hexagon shape almost perfectly fits these plates. So the two angled bricks, angled plates, the two angled, what do you call it? 6x6 plates with the angle, a 1x6 in the middle. Pulling that off because I don't want gray under there. Put a 2x6 under it because those 2x6 plates or 4x6 plates I've been using. So yeah, this and then one row of the grill or the gutter plates as we call them, one of the little ledge on it, and I do that on the one side. And then on the other side, it's almost identical, although it just doesn't have the grill plate on. I'm going to pull that guy off too. And 2x6 in white works. And then it just fills in. And I mean, there's a few little gaps here on the sides, but overall it's a pretty good fit. And I like it that way. That didn't sound right, but you know what I mean. Just trying to see where we are now. Got that, got that. Got those. Yep. Okay, so now it's 4 of these. That's a 2x4. No, you can't really see what I'm doing. Let's camera a little bit better. There we go. So, and the sides of these walls, as you can see here, they're all studded on the sides. Same thing I'm doing here. I will eventually put in these types of pieces, which is just a curved wall, and they kind of fit in. I'll just loosely fit this one in because it's not the right length, but 2 of them fit in nicely and just fill up that gap. Panels also work, but these were available on Bricks and Pieces. Thank you very much, Mr. David St. Cyr. And he managed to pick up a huge bag for me in some of the Quebec stores, the Montreal area stores. So because of that, I was able to actually continue this build without spending too much. I mean, 3 or 4 pick-and-brick cups is a lot cheaper than buying these pieces individually, that's for sure. Or buying them Bricks and Pieces cost, or Bricklink costs. Okay. Now I have to filter out my doors. These are the door columns here. The rest are for. Oh, that was a bad move. Okay. The rest are for the what's that called again? The arrow slits. These guys, which I already have some built. Oh, the Laval store. Okay, well, you know, that's like saying you live in Toronto when you live outside of Toronto or live close to it. I was just giving people an idea of the area. But yes, you're right. The Laval store. 1, 2, 3. I'm just grabbing some 2x2 gray brick there. So that's a door frame. So that's a door frame. So every tower comes in on the one angle and goes out on a 65-degree angle, I think it is. I could be completely wrong. That's 180. That's 90. So 45-degree angle. Wow. Math is hard for me today. So 10 minutes from my house. Yes, okay, fine. I don't have any Lego stores near my house. The closest Lego store to my house is an hour and a half away. I think that's fairly accurate. So, you know. More pieces falling on the floor. Okay. So, like I said, I have some of these pre-built, so I'm just stealing from the existing model just to, or like the previous castle had them, so I'm just putting them in right away. So, saves me a few minutes of time. Yeah, math is hard. On a Sunday night, I worked at 3 a.m. this morning and then went back to bed, so I was up for an hour this morning and then didn't really sleep in. So yeah, on a Sunday night with so much other stuff going on in my mind, math is definitely more hard. And I just realized I don't have enough of these to do all the walls. Because in that original castle, I only did the outside walls. I didn't do the inside too. Oops, that's backwards. But I still have my sample one here as well, which was the original prototype, so I'll just put that in as well. Save myself some time. Oh, actually, I only need that one. That'll finish it. Awesome. This one's just missing the tiled piece underneath and some 2x2s. One, two 2x2s and a tile. There's my tiles now. I probably should just make a bunch of bins that are contain all the parts I need. That would just make life easy. But meh. There. This one's a little different. I was using the panels in here just to see if the fit was a little cleaner, which it is, and I probably should switch these out too, as other pieces are more precious. So they fall on the floor. Anyway. So you already know where and when you're going to get your COVID-19 test. So this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that when we go into the States, we don't actually need a COVID-19 test. We just need proof of vaccination. Janie was mentioning that to me. And she's traveling across next week. So like as soon as the borders open, she's going across. So we might not need it. I will know for sure. But yeah, I mean, I know our local Shoppers Drug Marts here in Ontario will do like a COVID test for traveling. I don't know. I don't know where. Sorry, it's just that goes here. I don't know how early I will, like how long it takes to get the results back. Really? I have dropped the same piece every time because my hand is full. Anyway, let's get those panels in here. Oh yeah, I need one to get back in. That is true. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I do have to do that research and find out where I can go to get one when I come back into Canada. If I can just do like a rapid test type thing and get the results pretty quick, then I might just do it as I'm coming back into Buffalo. But I'm driving someone else. I'm driving with someone else. Like I'm picking someone else up in the States, and we'll be staying. Like it's a 2-day trip, so on the way back, I'll probably stay in that area, or I'll stay at a hotel somewhere. So I might just get the test done that day, and hopefully I can get the results back within the thing. Hey, Fazoom, welcome. Anybody wants to jump in and has access to the Old Gray Brick Discord channel or the Canadian Brick Builders YouTube or Facebook Messenger, the link's in there. Kind of point towards you, Chris, because that's where you would get it. Because I haven't actually added you to the Canadian Brick Builders group, and I should. But I'm too far away from my screen right now. But hey, Chris, how's it going? I'm building castles or old-style spaceships. Yes, I'm building old-style spaceships. So it's really exciting. And I'm also just trying to figure out what I did there. Got those. Oh. Wow, I really changed the design of this a lot when I first built this. I made it a lot better structurally. Okay. So I need to pull this one off too. Anyway. Yeah, my company of 30,000+ also has it mandatory. If we're in the office already, we have to have the vaccine. And by January 1st, or by the first weeks of January, it is mandatory for everybody, regardless of if you're in an office or not. Is this castle moon-based compatible? I could probably build a little moon-based corridor off to the side. The question is the moon-based castle compatible? Oops. I do want to do a few details on in the underground area of the castle, like off to the sun sides. I've got a bit of a cliff face. Yeah, I'm definitely adding the corridor last. Jeff has it right. Corridors are for after the fact. That's your turn. So, but eventually I will get there. I'm just trying to see where the next brick with holes is. Anyway. So, yeah, the building the castle is first. The corridor is second after, the castle's pretty much done, which should be before Brickfair, Alabama. Otherwise, I'm in lots of trouble. So, I also haven't registered this yet. So, not that I don't think it'll make it to Brickfair, Alabama, because I'm making it to there, so it will as well. It's a time portal for moon-based castle would be cool. Yeah, actually, when Dave sent me those parts that I need to build the castle, Dave sent here, he also sent me some orange space guys. So I was really thinking of doing like a little beaming in party, or a little party of them kind of appearing in the middle of an area and having all the figs looking at them like, what? So anyway, that's my thought. Let's try and get some humor in. But that'll be a whole other thing, is trying to stage the different figs. And I mean, in the previous castles I've built, I actually did that where I built different sections of the castle. I would take a picture of the figs, and then I put the figs in different bags, and those figs would kind of be in the bag in the area that they were in, just to kind of make it. Just if I had different stories in different places, I could easily recreate the story when I went to go set up. Portal into moon-based castle. But I also found that sometimes just doing it freehand is fun as well. It's more just a time crunch, though. What is it? I'll find them eventually. There they are. It's also a bit of a time crunch as well. Just if I'm setting up this castle, I don't know how long it's actually going to take. So I'm worried that at some point I will run out of time. Been a Duplo on the floor, for the record. Keep on kicking it with my foot. At some point I will, or I know Jeff has kind of said that he would like to set some figures up here and there when he's there. So, I mean, if anybody wants to help out, they're more than willing to. Other than Jeff and Fazoom, who else is going to Alabama? Is anybody else? Axel, well, I guess Axel isn't because you're in Holland. But anybody else in chat going? I don't know. Is Jude from that area? I know David Sincere wasn't planning it. Otherwise, he'd be driving in the car with me. So. Oh, not in Holland. Oh, hey, David Sincere is in. It just beeped.
Hey.
The beep happened. Hey, I turned on the bib. Oh, Limburg. I'm sorry. Actual plate. I always forget. I always think you're in Holland. So does my sister now. I think about it. How's it going, Dave?
Good.
Good?
We put the youngest one to sleep.
Yeah. Awesome.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Think you got to finish in time?
I think so. It really depends on how many pieces I end up needing to order. I ordered from the online bricks and pieces, no, online pick-a-brick. I ordered like 400 1x10 gray plates, and they were shipped basically the same day as my bricks and pieces order, and I haven't seen them yet. And they were like $80 worth of parts, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but pick-a-brick
It comes from different places too, so.
Yeah, takes a long time.
Yeah. David, what's that behind him? Oh yeah, Dave. What is this weird stuff behind you? It doesn't look like your living room.
It's my Lego room mess.
Oh jeez.
And I won't show it to you because it could be used as proof against me. See, as I could be looking like a hoarder, so I won't show what the mess is.
You're not a hoarder. You're just a lover of Lego.
Yeah, I'm disorganized lover of Lego.
Oh.
Well, if you continue like that, Jeff, you're gonna end up like me. Your living room is gonna end up looking like my Lego room.
Well, right now my Lego room does not look like a Lego room at all, due to floors needing to be cleaned. But I'm 2/3 of the ways through with the tiles. Okay, that was the right math. I'm 2/3 of the way through washing the tiles that I have to, like the foam tiles I had on my floor. Once that's done, then I will. Once that's done, then I will. I'll start pointing them out and stuff. I'm going to run the Roomba down there for a couple of days, just to vacuum up all the dust that's on the floor.
Yeah,
it's a basement floor, so it's always dirty, right? So, but once that's
take
done,
the opportunity to do a little cleaning.
Well, yeah, and well, I mean, I definitely wanted to wash the tiles because the water that came up did look clear, but you never know what's in it. I mean, it came up during a rainstorm, so I assume it was mostly non-sewage, but there was still sewage in that pipe, so.
Don't take any chances.
Isn't a hoarder and a Lego lover kind of the same thing? Well, it depends. If you're only hoarding Lego, then yes. Or Lego memorabilia.
Yeah, so what's behind me? I got like a bag of red legs.
Red legs. Okay. It's good to have red legs.
Kind of a space rover
Ooh, that's kind of
from.
Cool. That's one of the sets, right?
Yeah, from one of the sets.
The
plate is actually broken, so I'm gonna have to replace that eventually. But I don't need it right now. What else do I have? I have this bin over here is all my Technic beams actually. So I got a battery pack in here.
Battery packs are good.
Technique beams. Technique frames. So most of the stuff that I don't usually. Oh, I have those Technique beams that are metal.
Oh yeah, that's not actually a Lego piece. Like I know
No,
Legos.
that's not actually a Lego piece,
Yeah,
but
yeah. But
it could be useful if one day I'm trying to build something very
very
sturdy and
sturdy.
I
Yeah.
need a very sturdy beam. So
Yeah. No, what I was gonna say is that Lego has come out with a Technic beam that's got the holes on both sides. It kind of rotates like every other stud
yep,
is on a different side, stud hole. So when I saw that, I'm like, I don't think that was one of the styles, but I just wanted to verify.
no, that it's not. It's a non-Lego piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
But I got it. So
I missed a,
one day I might use it.
I think that's
What
a good
else is
plan.
behind me? I got like EMF figs,
Yeah.
all tossed in a bag because I didn't want to sort them. Didn't need them for my space display, so
Yeah.
they're all in there, complete.
I just added I was at Janie's house a couple of days ago, which was obvious in our last chat. But I ended up leaving her place with a bunch of collectible minifigures from all the series, from series 1 all the way up to I think series 18, and then some of the IP ones, like full sets and stuff to add to the Bricklink store.
Oh,
Just because she needs some money and had them, and she had them in her store, but she never opened her store up. So if anybody's looking
and she
for a full
doesn't
set
need
of
them.
series
So
1,
and she doesn't need them. So
no, she doesn't. She already, yeah, she has all the series as well. She did what I kind of do is when a series comes out, you buy a box, and then
yeah,
the second and third set you either give to someone or you
put it out
sell
in
it.
your Bricklink store. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I do.
yeah.
Because
Especially it's great.
I always buy a box of CMF. There was a few series that I just skipped over because
Yeah,
I had like a bunch of boxes that were not sorted and I did not open. So
yeah,
I said, well, what am I doing here? So
yeah, yeah.
I stopped for a while. Then the latest box, I got a box of each. So I got a box of Looney Tunes and I got a box of the Marvel figures. So
That is not what happened, Jeff. I swear, it's not what happened. No, during well, I mean,
I just saw the comment.
even before COVID happened, I was helping Janie out by selling some of her stuff, and I do the same
Yeah.
for Dave Cowdesk as well. I sell instructions. I was selling instructions for them, but then Janie had a bunch of sets that she wanted to get rid of, like part out and stuff. So we were doing that because a lot of the things, you buy a set for certain parts. For example, the sea cow, she bought a couple of copies of sea cow because she wanted the boat pieces and the cows and stuff like that. So I've actually got two sets of sea cows here, but it's missing a few pieces because she could decide to keep them for herself, but
Yeah.
she wants to sell the rest, right? So, so yeah.
I usually just resell CMF figs
Yeah.
because like they're easy to ship.
Yeah, that's true.
I sell most of them to other Canadians, so I
Mhm.
could just put them in a mailer.
Yeah.
Don't
For most of
and
them, yeah.
so it's like dirt cheap to
Yeah, exactly.
expedite,
Yeah.
and they're happy. I'm happy.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
for
have
sure.
to, and and the store doesn't take a lot of room.
No,
Because
exactly.
I just keep the CMF in their box. I
Yeah, they're
just
pretty small.
identify them, number them, and when I get an order, put them in an envelope.
Yeah.
I even bought the stamp in advance, so I just stamp in here, put
Yeah.
the address on, drop them in the mailbox, and there we go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do the same pretty much.
Easy sale.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I'm debating taking apart this other sample tower that I have because I need the parts. So I'm going to be making some noise for a couple things. Oh, of course, the part I thought it was is not what it is. Oh, there they are. I need 2x8 plates right now, and I don't have any. So,
What else do I have behind me? I have a. Oh, this is actually a shoebox.
ooh, a
Oh,
shoebox.
well, kind of a shoebox. Probably a boots box more than a shoebox, but and so I got a few. I think those are DC sets. Or they're the villains from the DC set.
Oh yeah. Those were cool sets.
So yeah, they're mostly they're in this box because my sons were actually playing with them,
Yeah.
and I didn't want them to play with them anymore because they were just leaving them on the floor in our well downstairs living
Yeah.
room. So I just picked them up, put them in Ziploc bags, and grabbed that box and threw them in there. So
Yeah, that makes sense. If they're not playing with them, then, or if they're not cleaning up their mess either.
no.
5, 6, 7.
So we had our Kellogg meeting yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday, and we actually did talk about the Wednesday night chat that we usually have.
Okay.
So,
What were you talking about? Was it bad?
well, I was like asked to present what was going on,
Oh, yeah.
what we were doing, and how did I get involved in this? So, and somebody actually said that, well, sometimes David's English is not so good, so you could just, if you watch it afterwards, you can just skip over it.
No, your English is actually really good, I find.
Well, like I said, it depends on the days.
Yeah.
Some days words are harder to come by.
Yeah,
but
yeah. And if any of them want to join into our chat, I mean, please extend the invitation. It's always great to have new people, right? So I'm just catching up on chat here. Axel Plate says, "Yeah, your voice is a little bit robotic, Dave. It's cutting out every once in a while. It's not cutting out. It's just as you're talking, it's like every millisecond or so you hear a little click or a little noise. So just so you know, no, it's not a big deal. We can still hear you, but
well, I'm actually on my headphones right now, so
okay. It might just be that there's some like just the Bluetooth isn't a clear connection or something like that.
All right.
And you getting the tumbler.
I'm playing with my bricks also, so
yeah, that's true. Well, it is very constant though. Even when you were just sitting there talking, we could still hear it, even though you weren't moving stuff around. Dave, do you have any idea or any plans to get the tumbler at all?
The tumbler. You mean the big
The
one
Batman
or
well, I'm assuming it'd be the big one, yeah, because the little one's already out.
No, I'm not. I don't usually get the UCS sets because they're just like too big and too expensive, and I don't have the space to display them properly. And even if I had the space, it would just collect dust. So
yeah, that's true too.
I prefer personally to grab the smaller sets.
Yep.
And keep my money to like for big bulk orders of bricks that I can use to build stuff.
That makes sense.
So, my biggest order actually is usually the lug bulk order.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I usually spend the most of my money, Lego money.
Yeah.
Because I want to get the parts, and I want to get a lot of parts because I usually build things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I personally don't have any plans to get it either. It doesn't really interest me. I mean, I like Batman and stuff, but not enough to buy the set.
I got the smaller one. I got the minifig size one.
Yeah.
On the day it was released, so
okay.
because I like all the superhero stuff. Aside from classic space and Star Wars, I do get a lot of the Marvel and DC sets,
Yeah.
but I get the ones that I like. Not every set that comes by
Hmm.
I do buy because I just get I'm in the point right now that I just get stuff that really interests me and not just get stuff to get stuff. Like all the Star Wars sets. I used to get all the Star Wars sets back in 2008.
Yeah.
I had all the sets, all the system sets from Star Wars. I had them all, but I was missing like two.
Yeah.
I didn't get the Technic set, but I had all the system sets.
Yeah.
But then this
Yeah.
Lego started doing all these re-release of the X-wing or the A-wing, so I just stopped that. You know,
Yeah, I get that.
I already own like 5 or 6 different X-wings.
Yeah.
Why should I get another one?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same on that. I don't have all of them. And I mean, like I said, Tumblr, not a big thing for me, but certain Star Wars sets that would, if they come out, I might pick them up. I mean, I bought the Imperial Probe Droid that came out not too long ago. But that was
That
because
looks nice.
it'd never come out before, and I thought it was a pretty cool set, and I knew it had some interesting greebly bits. So why not, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just realized I'm not really building above the camera. Anyways, let's see what else is going on in chat. Jeff stores his Lego like you, Dave. Oh no, wait, I don't have plastic bags. Toss in a box. I'll do something with this one day. Forget about it. Rinse complete. So I think Jeff has shoe boxes too, is what he's saying.
Well, most of my like the smaller parts are in like actually drawers, small tool drawers like that I have. They're right behind the camera, so I won't show them to you because I don't want to mess up the camera. But most of the other stuff is actually in Ziploc bags, in drawers, or in Ziploc bags in big storage bins that I have. Just under the desk behind me.
Yeah,
and they're sorted by color. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm the guy that sorts by color.
I'm the guy who sorts by color too. I got minifig version, not the big one. Jeff. Yeah, both versions are pretty cool. And actually agrees your English is great. And yeah, the new Home Alone set, which was released on or announced on Thursday, the day after our chat. It's like, really? What'd you think of the Home Alone set?
Well, I'm not that huge of a fan of Home Alone. I like the movie, but I'm not like the biggest fan. And I'm not really into city stuff.
Yeah.
I do own a few city sets, and I did build a few things in the city theme, but I know what would I do with the Home Alone house?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the house itself is a good-looking build.
Yeah, it looks great. It's like the Titanic. The Titanic looks like an amazing build.
Yeah.
It looks like an amazing build, but when it's done, what am I going to do with it? Am I just going to tear it apart and use the parts, or I'm just going to display it somewhere that it's going to collect dust and have dust bunnies on it? And
ooh, dust bunnies. That sounds fun. So, go for dust bunnies. I'd go for that one. Yeah. No, I mean, like I would buy the Home Alone set. If I had the opportunity to, I probably would. Like if I had the cash to do it. If I wasn't building a castle at the time. But I would build it, and then I would probably use the parts for building other buildings and stuff, right? Like it's, I mean, it looks like it's coming with brown profile bricks, brown bricks, as I call them. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm looking forward to that, and I might just order a bunch of those on Bricks and Pieces anyhow. As I'm ordering more castle parts. Seems like everything revolves around castle these days for me. Weird.
I don't know why. Why are you so focused on Castle, Jeff?
And to the Christmas decorations. Yeah, haul it out once a year.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
I don't. Under my first of all, my Christmas tree is like on my bay window in the upstairs living room, so there's not a lot of room. I don't have the big tree. I have like a 4 foot high tree, and it's an artificial tree. So
Yeah.
I don't. I do have a few Lego decorations in it, and I have a few Lego decorations under it,
Hmm.
but it I don't have the
Yeah.
space to display the
Yeah.
Home Alone house. So it looks like a great set.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah.
It does, but I'm not gonna get it.
No, and I mean, I like the look of it. I think it's beautifully designed. It's one of the cooler Lego idea sets I think that have come out personally. But again, it's just a question
It's
of,
actually the biggest Lego idea
oh, is
set
it?
that's yeah. In
All
terms
right.
of pieces, it's the biggest set Lego ideas has ever released.
Huh. I did not know that part. And I'm
But
sorry I'm
it's
not
like
getting it all.
again, it's $349, almost 350.
Yeah,
So
something like
1 cent
that.
away.
300 and expensive. I think that's the.
Yeah,
Yeah, for a Canadian, it's definitely.
that price tag is actually a divorce factor here in my house.
Yeah, it is definitely an expensive set. Again, it's the largest idea set though too. So I mean, you're
Yeah,
paying for the parts, right?
yeah,
Um,
and
so
it's on. I'm not saying that it's too expensive. I'm saying that for my budget and for
yeah,
like
it's not budget
what I
friendly.
do, yeah. Had $1 million, yeah, I would buy it, but I don't.
You know what? You almost made me break into song there.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, I would buy you a house.
And if you guys don't know the Bare Naked Ladies,
If
look
you
it up
don't
on
know
your.
the Bare Naked Ladies, you don't know your Canadian music.
Yeah, well, this is true. But I mean, you know, some people don't know Canadian music, so Bare Naked Ladies are an awesome
Well,
band.
if someone has watched, if you're geeks, well, first of all, if you're watching this video right now, you're you're geeks.
You're
I'm
geeks.
sorry to say, but you guys are geeks. And if you're geeks, you probably have watched Big Bang Theory.
Yes,
And if you have watched Big Bang Theory, you've heard
the Bare Naked
of the
Ladies,
Bare Naked Lady.
because they sing the
So
theme
1
song.
plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. And math is hard.
Are you bugging me again? Are you making fun of me? No.
No, I'm not.
But
I would never, Jeff. Never.
oh no, you totally can though. I still love the story of how the Bare Naked Ladies got popular, and that was they one New Year's Eve. The city of Toronto asked them to play their New Year's Eve party, and they said of course they would because they were trying to get into the music or they were trying to get more popular, and people started reading that the Bare Naked Ladies were going to be performing at for New Year's, and people were like getting pissed off. Like, why are we having Bare Naked Ladies on the screen? On like they were thinking naked ladies
Naked ladies
performing, and everybody was starting to freak out about it. And then it was like, no, it's a band, and you know
It's a
they played.
band. They're Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, they played If I Had $1 Million, a bunch of other songs, and the rest is history. They're not as good anymore though. When they had
No,
one of their main singers left the band, and since then it's been kind of downhill. But anyway, I still listen to it. Like when they have released a new album, I'll still listen to it once. But I haven't really hit any songs that have really, you know,
yeah.
made me
I
go,
like
"Oh,
the
that's a
old
good song."
songs, so I keep
Yeah.
to the old songs and the old hits.
Yep. All right, I'm almost done.
Finding brick separators here, so putting them in the bin.
Oh my God. keep your eye open for a post from Janie in the future, like around, well, between now and the middle of November. She has built something with brick separators that's absolutely amazing. I witnessed it over the weekend or while I was over there, and she'll be dropping it in the next few weeks on her
Oh, cool.
Facebook page.
You know that
Um,
Sylvain Maltais actually built a GBC module with brick separators.
I did not. Well, I don't know. I think I might have seen one. I don't know if I knew who built it though.
Because
Is it just
Sylvain
using them
actually
as
built
flippers?
what it's like a big tower. You drop the
Yeah,
ball at the top of the tower, and
yeah.
they're all the brick separators that like
They flip back and forth.
just guide the ball down. So
Okay, yeah, yeah. I think I had seen that one, which is definitely an awesome model. All right, there.
really cool.
I built this in the air because I figured it would be easier than building it over the model.
And what else? Oh, I have this box over here.
Why is this not pushing down? Hold on. You have what?
I have
Ooh,
this box over here.
I could
It's
go
actually
down.
empty because I built the set, but
Yeah. I've got a bunch of
one of
older.
was one of the few boxes that I keep and I'm gonna hold on to because it's just awesome as a box.
Christmas vacation set would be pretty cool. A Chevy Chase. Hey, Jeff knows the Bare Naked Ladies. It's been 1 week since he looked at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had $1 million, how much of it would you spend on Lego? Well, most of it. Well, yeah, I mean, would I buy a bigger house? I would buy a bigger house.
Would I spend it all on Lego? Probably not. But
No.
I always said that if someday I win like $1 million
Yeah.
per se, well, I always said that I was gonna spend it all. I'm not gonna keep like I'm not gonna invest and trying to. I'm just gonna spend it all and take care of my friends, take care of my family.
Would you pay off your house at all or things like that?
Yeah, to just like pay off my debts and
Pay off your debts. Yeah, okay.
probably like pay off my debts, buy a new car, probably do some renovations on the house and probably I always thought I would bring my two brothers over to a dealership and say and tell them pick whatever you want, I'm paying.
Well, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Yeah,
Because
that's
you don't want
definitely.
to keep holding on to that money and
Yeah, no, it's true.
and I've read that most of the persons who most of the people who do actually won the lottery
Yeah,
5 or 10 years later they don't have any money anymore
yeah.
because they just spent it. They didn't take care of it and just spent it all or made some bad investment or
Yeah.
so. Why keep it? I'm just gonna spend it all and
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
sure I'm gonna maximize my RRSP
Yeah.
and things like that, but
Yeah. That makes sense to you, and I would probably do the same. Um, yeah, I mean, sorry, you said new car, and that got me thinking about my pickup or what I'm picking up tomorrow. Not a pickup.
oh, you're picking it up tomorrow.
Yep, I'm picking it up tomorrow morning. I bought a new.
Cool.
Well, I'm leasing a new Explorer, Ford Explorer.
Are you gonna do the side by side pictures?
I would like to, yes. I should be able to. Although I heard it's going to be really
I'm
rainy.
sure that could be arranged. I'm sure that they get that request all the time.
Oh yeah, well, and as soon as I drive into the parking lot, as soon as I see the car, I'm just going to drive right over to it and park beside it, right? Like, so. But yeah, that'll be the new wheels for driving to. I bought a new car so I could drive to Alabama. No, I mean it was part of my
You
thought.
actually registered to Brick Fair to buy a new car.
Yeah, that was the whole reason. I needed a reason to buy a car. No,
No, that's the reason you registered to Brick Fair just to buy a new car.
yeah. All right,
You
we'll
had
go
an
with that.
excuse now.
Yeah, we'll go with that. No, I was a concern for me. I just dropped a piece on the floor. It was a concern for me that I don't know how much I'm going to be pulling this year. And I know my trailer can hold it. I just don't know if my car can handle it. So, and I like a new car every 3 to 4 years. That's just the way I am.
Hey, if you can afford it, Jeff,
Well,
go for it.
yeah.
If one thing, if there's one thing we should have learned from this whole pandemic thing,
Yeah,
is that life is short,
it is.
and if you can, like, if you have the money and you have the
Mhm.
time, and or you have the just just go for what you want.
Yeah. No, that's 100% true. I mean, it also helped with the pandemic. The used car prices have risen a lot, and I didn't think I could afford it. I went to the dealership just to play with the numbers, just to see what he could do and see how much I'd be paying extra. And I was worried. I mean, I was like, oh, I'm never going to be able to afford this. And it turns out my car's worth more than what I owe on it. Um, and like they're going to sell my car. Like coincidentally, the dealer had the exact same model. Someone had just returned the exact same model as my car to the dealership, so he already knew, and with very similar mileage, so he already knew the ballpark range for my car. And I noticed that they put the other, like, it was a Ford Escape. They put the other Ford Escape up at the dealership website, and they're going to be making about $7,000 off of the sale of that car, and another $7,000 off the sale of my car. So, like, basically, what I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, my car, I was actually getting, say, like about $5,000 out of the value of my car to go to the new one. So, if it wasn't for that, I would probably not be able to do it, right? Because that was basically like that's a down payment on the next one. So, anyways, I'm almost done this tower. I mean,
Cool.
everything but the inserts, which those take forever and they're very annoying. So I probably won't build those on stream. Let's see, what do we got going on in chat here? Oh yeah.
So you do the inserts afterwards?
What was that?
You do the inserts afterwards?
The inserts? What inserts?
Well, like the panel on the curved panel on the sides.
Oh yeah. I'm waiting for those 1x10 plates. I mean,
Okay.
I have some of them pre-built, like right here, but I have to. The way the castle goes, the way the route, when it comes up here, one of them is one plate taller, so I have to build one with how can I say it? Basically, in the row of 1x10s, I have to put a 1x3 plate in there
Okay.
as well to kind of offset it by one, and then the
Yeah.
other one has like a 1x2. So it's just, and I make it as one long strip,
Okay.
and sometimes they just fall apart. So I need to actually, like, I need to have a good working space just to build them all out, and then I can just, like, I turn the tower sideways and just start building up. Yeah, the new car is a Ford Explorer, so it's actually got a third row of seats, which I won't be using most of the time, but it's definitely a lot bigger interior, a lot wider. Um,
Bigger horsepower.
yeah, more horsepower, slightly bigger engine, but the nice thing is because of the Ford engines, it's a bigger engine, but the fuel economy is pretty much the same. Because it's, they've upgraded the tech, right? So
Yeah.
I'm getting a stronger engine, like I guess 60 horsepower more out of the engine and stuff, but I don't have to. The fuel economy will go up a bit. Like, I'll have to pay a little bit more for gas, but in comparison, it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
So, actually, I can show you that picture. I'll share that picture in a minute to show you what I was talking about with the castle walls. Just let me finish putting these pieces on, and then I can put this tower in place for now.
Oh, you got this behind me.
Oh, and I came home the other day, and what's that?
1x2 plates, round plates.
Ooh, yellow?
2x2 round plates. Sorry,
2x2
2x2
rounds?
round plates.
Just randomly
Mostly
sitting there?
yellow. I got a few gray in there. Don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Probably
It's
a
not color
dribbling
sorted.
order that I never sorted. So
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I think I missed a row of plates here. Anyway,
I got this, like a
what is it?
fuel tank
It's
that I
hard to see
made.
because it's bright. Let me just full screen you for a minute. Your light is shining on it so badly that.
Yeah, I know. Maybe if
There you go. Oh, that's perfect. Whoops. I don't know what that is necessarily, but it looks like a can of shaving cream.
well,
No.
I thought it would be a fuel tank or something because I got a
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
5 point going out, but
I was just joking about
like
shaving.
it's all these unfinished projects.
Yeah. I hear you. Okay.
You start something and then you go, oh, and then you go, oh, I got to get to sleep. I'm working tomorrow. So you got another fuel tank here.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Hey,
There you go. I just hit the wrong button. Fuel tanks are awesome.
yeah, I wanted to build a fuel depot for my space layout, but never get
Yeah.
around to it to do it. So.
Stay. I'm just popping this castle wall in for now. Assuming I got it right. No, that's the wrong angle. There, this one.
Cool.
Oh, it's already in. Anyway, so now I'll build this wall. I'm not going to work on that tonight, though. I think I'm done building for now, but now I have to deal with the mess. Always the case. But here, let me. I'll quickly share that the castle wall thingy here that I was talking about. And just move it to a different screen. There we go. Okay. Share screen. This one. Add to stream. Anyway, oh look, it's got the orange space guys on there. So yeah, at the very top here,
yeah,
I'm using it's 2 1x2 plates, and then the piece that came in the Harry Potter castle on the top. It's like it would in tan. In gray though, it's just basically a 1x1, but it's a peak, a roof peak.
Yeah.
So that gives me just almost an exact angle to match that wall. Cool. And it gives the right spacing in between. I mean, you can see it's a little bit taller here than here, but because the crenellations that are in here, it's not as noticeable. So, but yeah. So these guys are basically three. Like this is one plate longer than the one beside it. And in order to lock everything in nicely, I just do a strip. I mean, this part here is a 1x4 panel. So it's just crossing over two of the, should see a seam there. Yeah, it's crossing over two of the pieces. Yeah. So it just makes it a little bit easier to fit everything in. So, wow, that was like 4 towers ago.
How many towers do you have left to do?
I think there was 21 in total. I think that's the number I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just do an actual count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 11 or 12 more. So, but the problem is I'm running out of 2x8 plates and 2x6 plates, and it's like, ugh. But as I'm going up as well, like the, let me take this off now. Where's my mouse? There it is. As I'm going up in height, these walls are actually, well, like the wall that should be here. Let's put it back now. The higher up I get, because it's spiraling inward, these walls are getting shorter. So,
but they're getting taller.
They're getting taller as well. Well, I mean, along the outer edge, up until here, they're all the same height. This will be the first wall that's going to be taller. And one of the things I was doing, this is like a 4-stud wall section here. And I got a bunch of the Duplo from Janie. that she is not using. So I think, well, not using currently. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this with Duplo and then have, let me just get some, oh, I just realized that might not work as well as I thought. What I'd like to do is then, hold on, let me just find a piece. Yeah, 2x4s will work. I'm going to build that wall all in Duplo and then make lots of noise and have, you know, a couple of these coming out type thing. And so this will come into the wall.
Yeah.
I'll move this out a bit more. So the wall's back will have some open spots. So this will come into the wall and it'll just keep it from, like, it'll basically lock it in place a bit. So it can move a little bit side to side, forward and back. There'll be a little gap around here. But it will keep it from falling out when I'm in transport as well.
Cool.
So, but unfortunately this baseplate is like 31 studs is being used, so I won't be able to do the whole thing. But and then I'll replace the core of the castle, like the core ground in the middle. I'll replace that with 2x with the Duplo brick as well. So, but yeah. And thank you, Mr. Blue Sky. Yeah, I'll be happy when it's done. I mean, like I said, there's still a lot more work to go. I'm getting closer to the middle, so I know like the end is in sight, but how expensive is the end, I think is the real question.
Especially since you just leased a new car.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, the new car, I think it's only cost me like $30 every 2 weeks extra, something like that. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a bad price. Like, it's not too bad, but I just
But
need to do a little bit.
you did also drop the like 5K on your plumbing issues lately.
Yes, this is true too. Yeah, we don't talk about that. That's what line of credits are for. No. I mean,
No, you gotta have the
paying,
bricks afterwards to do another project. So
yeah, no, this will be my last big project for a while. Then I'll go back to the smaller stuff. Smaller stuff being moon-based modules or space modules or space layouts. And although I am gonna bring after this is done, assuming I have time, I'm gonna set up my town layout, and I will move that corridor that way too. I'm gonna set up my town layout.
both to Alabama or just
That's
your
my goal.
layout?
That's my goal.
You want to bring your city layout?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring my city layout too. My city layout's not that bad. I mean, it's like all the modular buildings that I have, and they're pretty much plop and drop. Like they're pretty easy to set up. This one's gonna be the big one to set up. But yeah, that's my goal. I'd like to get my. This is the secret, Mr. Blue. There's no wife to worry about. So.
Jeff has taken care of that problem a few years ago.
Yeah. Yep. So, but
he doesn't answer to anybody anymore.
Well, I answer to myself. Yeah, this is true. I don't answer to anybody. But
I, however, have to answer to someone else.
Yeah, for sure.
But
And I mean, sorry, what was that?
And I love her dearly if she's watching.
Yeah.
She never watches, but just in case.
I have no problem answering to someone. I mean, eventually I will find someone else, but not right now. I'm building a castle. No time. No money to spend on dating.
He doesn't have any time, and he doesn't have any money anymore to go on dates. So.
Yeah, buy a new car, and yeah, we can go back over all those again, but we won't. But yeah, I mean, life goes on, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I think we'll probably call it a night. We've been an hour and a half. So and like I said, I'm pretty much done. I think I'll watch a little bit of TV after this, and then get to bed early so I can wake up. Well, I'm going to wake up early anyhow because I'm just going to be, it's a new car day. Yeah. But But yeah, if I go to bed early, then hopefully I can get more rest than I should have. So thanks a lot, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back again on Wednesday for our regular chat. And we will cover the news next Wednesday because I'm going to be here, so I'll have all my supplies and I'll have my.
You'll have your mouse. You'll have
my
your keyboard.
I'll have this little bag. Which when I was at JD's house, she was talking to Brandon, her fiance, on the phone, and she's like, "Jeff forgot his electronic toiletry bag," and I'm like, "What?" And then I was like, "Yeah, that's about right. It's all the important bits are in this little bag, right? Without that, you're in trouble." But
yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll be back here. I might actually be in the basement by then. Maybe not. We'll see. I might be mid-move. We'll see how it goes. Depends on the timing. But anyway, Axel is saying, clean up that room next time, please. You're triggering my OCD. For the record, Dave,
Not
you only
gonna
have
happen.
to clean up. You only have to
Sorry,
clean
Axel, it's not gonna happen. I work full time. I have 3 children, and I also coach my son at hockey. So no.
So, Dave, you don't have to
Not
clean up
gonna
the whole
clean.
room. You just have to clean up what's in your screen. That's more
Not
manageable.
gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
Anyways,
Tell you right now.
Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. And we'll end